G'day Evie Network and welcome to another episode of Evie News. Now earlier this week, the incentives in New South Wales for EV ownership kicked in. From the 1st of September, the New South Wales government will provide a $3,000 rebate on the first 25,000 electric vehicles sold in the state. To be eligible, the vehicle has to be worth under $68,750 and the government will waive stamp duty off electric vehicles worth under $78,000, saving you up to $5,000. Now the problem is that the New South Wales Parliament hasn't been able to sit because of the current COVID-19 situation. But the government has committed to backdating the legislation once it can be passed. The additional plans to open up T2 and T3 lanes to EV drivers has also been put on the back burner as it requires Parliament to sit to make changes to transport laws. But soon EV drivers will be able to enjoy more mobility as these lanes are opened up to them as proposed. The government have also pledged $131 million to the development of an ultra-fast charging network so that Sydney drivers are always within 5 minutes of an ultra-fast charger. Now earlier this week we saw the Rivian Ute and SUV fly into Australia on a FedEx flight under the cover of night. Rivian is a North American electric vehicle manufacturer that builds electric vehicles for on-road and off-road purposes. Their most expensive models apparently have a range of 720 kilometers on a single charge and an incredible 800 horsepower electric motor. The arrival was rightfully cause for a lot of excitement in the electric vehicle community. And on Wednesday, Rivian confirmed that they are here in Australia for testing in our conditions prior to sales and delivery in Australia. Now to give you an idea of how serious these folk are, on Monday, they applied for an IPO seeking a valuation as high as $80 billion. You may be forgiven for thinking they're brash if you've never heard of them, but these guys have been in the electric vehicle game now for 12 years. Now for some more car talk. Porsche have revealed that in the coming weeks, the Taycan Cross Turismo will become available to the Australian market. Now that's good news if you've got a cool $180,000 to $280,000 to cash in. If you're in the market for something more in the mid-range for price, Genesis have unveiled their first electric SUV, the GV60, and it's due to be released in the first half of next year. More details can be found in the description below. In October or November this year, the BYD story in Australia will really kick off with the launch of the Yuan Plus, a small to medium-sized SUV with a range of around 500 kilometers and a price point of around $40,000. Nextport, the company that's bringing BYD to Australia, have actually invested in BYD itself and have their own production line. This is so that they can input features that are most appealing to the Australian market. Thanks for watching EV News. If you liked this video, please give us a like and a subscribe and let us know what you think about anything we've discussed today in the comments below. Thanks again, and I'll catch you next week.